Right, okay, guys. We're gonna go through Army Commander right now. I'm gonna show you the basic ideas, the games, um, the main abilities, the units, and how the game works and plays. So here we have the menu. You got the play, tutorial, and quit options. The play will obviously lead you to the play section. The tutorial at the moment is unavailable, and the quit obviously ends the game. So let's click on play. It takes you to your commander HUD, well, menu. This is where you choose which commander you can play. You've got a choice of three. At the moment, the scientist is unavailable, but you've got the Sarge, the scout, and the scientist. The Sarge is very much an aggressive player. This is a player that has carpet bombs, precise bombs, and large bombs. It's very much aggressive, taking out units. Easy to play, very like new player friendly. Scout is more gathering information, creating a UAV or getting a radar, and knowing where your enemy is at all times. It's more seeing how your enemy plays and then adapting according to it. This is a medium level playstyle. And then the scientist is more upgrading your units for the late game, making them stronger over time. It's only a handful of units that'll get these upgrades. However, they'll be big, they'll be powerful, hard to destroy, but requires a lot of resources. This is a late game character. You need to be very much controlling your resources well, as well as managing your armies so that you don't lose too many units or you don't lose your upgrades. It's a high level playstyle for that. Today we're only going to show you the Sarge, and here we go. So click on this. Right. Welcome to the game. So let's talk about the UI at the moment. So in the top left, we got the resources. This is the money that you use to spend and building buildings, using abilities, as well creating units. And then on the bottom left, you got the HP. This HP is for your command hub. It's very important that the command hub lives, because if that gets to zero, the game ends and you lose. So you want to keep your command hub alive. You need to protect it. You need to put buildings in front of it as like covering. And on the bottom right hand side, you've got your commander portrait. This is where you can access your abilities. It's actually a button. So if you click on it with your left click, you got your three abilities there: carpet bomb, precise bomb, and BFB. We'll talk about those in a second. Right, let's talk about movement. Camera control. It's simple. Panning, WASD. W for forward, A for left, S for down, and D for right. You've got rotation as well with Q and E. Q, E. You've got zoom in as well. X is to zoom out at a high speed, and Z to zoom in at a higher speed. The scroll wheel also does the same. Forward for up and down for down. So that's our movement right now. So let's get to having to play the game. So click on, well, to open the menu to build things, you need to first have the corresponding buildings. So the command hub creates the buildings where that, well, the other buildings in the game. So if you left click on this, you open up the command hub options on the left here. You got the factory, the barracks, the info building. The factory is what's used to generate resources, barracks for creating units, and the info building for unit upgrades. The factory is very much second most important thing, because without that you don't have the money to build your units. Always the first thing you should get when you play the game. At this moment in time, we have removed the prices for these units and the buildings just to showcase them without having the limitations. So let's build a factory right now. So if you left click on that button, you get the preview. Red means you're unable to place it in the world, and green means you can. Right clicking on this whilst you have the preview up gets rid of the preview. And if you get that again, left clicking places the building down. So let's put it right there. As you can see, our resources are instantly generating right now. Now let's talk about the barracks. Let's talk about the info building. This building here, if you click on it, which is a left click. Oh, and it's left click because the other buttons. This is the pathing into upgrading your units. Clicking that upgrades the health, this upgrades the damage, and this upgrades the unit special ability. Here you got the, you choose that to upgrade the tank, upgrade the Humvee, upgrade the Vulcan. Right. It's unclear for now because we're not in combat, so you don't see these changes happening. So if we open up the command hub building and build a barracks. So obviously, to destroy the enemy's command hub, you're gonna need units. So building the barracks is key. Zoom out a little bit. So if you left click in the barracks, you've got your 3 units. The Humvee, the tank, and the Vulcan. The Humvee is your cheap unit that goes around at a moderate speed with minimal damage, minimal HP. However, it's cheap, therefore you can make lots of this. You can swarm your enemies with these, or you could just use them as cannon fodder. The tank is your heavy unit, heavy HP, heavy damage. However, it's slow to attack, slow to move, so without that movement speed and the attack speed, you can easily get swarmed by, say, 4 Humvees versus 1 tank. The tank will lose. However, a tank versus Humvee, the tank will most likely come out on top. The Vulcan is your medium unit. This is your flying air unit. Good for covering long distances quickly. Good for scouting. Got medium damage, medium HP. It's very much your middle ground unit. It's quite expensive, but it's worth the money. So let's create some right now. So let's create the Vulcan right now. Alright, here we are. You got the Vulcan in the air. So if you left click on that, you select the Vulcan, and right clicking tells it to go to a position. Left clicking decancels it. Yeah. So if you double. Right. So if you make another unit, you got the tank. There you go. As you can see, slow moving. Very slow moving. But this will have high damage. And then you've got the Humvee. Fast unit, moves quickly. High speed. Right? So let's get to the commander abilities. So let's start with the Carpet Bomb. Carpet Bomb is an AoE good for clearing out a lot of small units within the area. It's got low damage, but it's got a big area of effect. Holding the right button on the mouse rotates the Carpet Bomb, and left clicking it, well, drops it. Alright, let's get the next one. The Precise Bomb is a small but very powerful ability. It's good for taking out a unit that's slow or unmoving, like the buildings or the tank. It's got high damage, can take out a good chunk of HP. Quite expensive, but still not the most expensive thing here. See it right now? There you go. Small, precise. The BFB, the big freaking bomb. This is a massive AoE bomb. Good for taking out mass armies, or just take out like a chunk of HP when times are dire. Like your army's losing, and you just need that little bit of, you know, power behind you. And if you left click, there it is. Slow, but big explosion. Oh gosh, the Humvee's gone crazy. Right? If you hit the escape button, you open up the menu. and then you leave. Returns you to the main menu, and that's it. Hope you enjoyed this little video, and I shall talk to you soon.